been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'm a win.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, Sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there, but they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Tackled by Christian Fulton.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Breida. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown,
Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Again, the ball.
Shaquill Griffin in on the stop defensively.
On the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. These two teams all tied after 1. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
For the running back.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff looking right. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Seahawks 1st down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now it's Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
He was brought down by 8.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
And it's 3rd down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
4 yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. Fourth down, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Wilson.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The 15-yard line.
This time, Wilson will throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Recovered by the offense.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Breida. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 18. Breida to get the third quarter started. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 49-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
It's a gain of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll run it here with Brown.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
Seahawks.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now a handoff working right. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7.
The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Again, it's 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going with Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Number 2.
3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
12-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is indeed good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Eugene Grant on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
At their own 11-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now a give to Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run for it with Breida, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So this